is in this summer, the dog days of summer. I know it's not going to be like this outside, but we have a charity fishing tournament, and there's nothing like fishing in the dead heat of summer. I'm not kidding around. And this summer, we have one of the tournament officials of the charity fishing tournament that will be benefiting the Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County.
Nice.
Paul Payne is on the line with us right now. And welcome to the Love Doctors. Hello, Paul.
Well, hello.
How do you do, my friend? How do you do, my friend? One of the tournament officials, Paul Payne of TRM Construction Management. It's great to have you on with us, and I'm looking forward to this fishing tournament.
Well, we are too. This is our second annual. It was founded by Rick Miller of TRM and Doug Farrell of DLF Media.
Okay.
And the tournament this year is August 31st. That's Saturday. Friday night is the captain's meeting. And then Saturday is the fishing tournament, August 31st.
Beautiful. I know that you guys are looking forward to it, and you're drumming up support right now. Paul, if you don't mind, we'll sort of bookend the call with this. Let's give them a place that they can go, and the captains and people that want to get involved with their boat, take a kid fishing with them. There is nothing, and I mean nothing in this world, like seeing a child's face light up when they catch a fish.
Especially their first.
It's incredible, man. The feelings, the emotional, the elation that comes from providing that kid with a lifetime memory is worth itself. Where is there a Facebook page that they can visit, Paul, or a website?
They can go to the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County website, and they can go to the events tab, and right underneath the events tab is the Fishing for Futures, the second annual.
Fantastic. Go ahead.
And for this fishing trip or the tournament, there will be a charter that will go out in the morning and then again after lunch, and we'll be able to hold 50 kids each trip. So that day we'll see about 100 kids fishing from the Boys and Girls Club.
Fantastic.
And many of them for the first time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet you get a lot of kids who probably never even been on a boat before, the intercoastal or the ocean, for that matter.
Oh, absolutely. Last year, you should see the smiles of these kids, the pictures that came back, just the stories, the laughs, catching the first fish for the first time, which is really the reason Rick started this. He loves kids, been around kids his whole life, and he just wanted to introduce kids to fishing.
All right. The tournament is called Fishing for Futures. And we'll have 100 kids from the club that will be able to participate in the event and go out on the boat and hopefully catch that fish. BGCOF, so it's the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County.org. So BGCOFSLC.org.
Right.
So Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County.org. And you'll be supporting the kids in the community. You guys have some pretty big prize money on the line here, Paul. I see the total amount, $12,000 plus $5,000 for biggest fish. Nice job, dude. That's a good purse.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to win $5,000 for catching the big fish?
That's right.
It's $12,000 first, second, and third prize for offshore and inshore fishing, and so and plus there's going to be vendors throughout the day. Which will be there for activities, face painting, and things like that.
I see that the Manatee Observation Center in downtown Fort Pierce is also involved. They'll be offering free tours of the Manatee Center throughout the day, and you guys will have kids' activities surrounding the Manatee Center. And also, I see here that it's both inshore and offshore fishing teams that will be welcome in this tournament.
Oh, really? Cool.
Correct.
Now I have a stupid question. I'm not a fisherman.
Never a stupid question.
Oh, wait till you hear this.
Okay.
I'm not a fisherman. I've been on the Black Dog a couple of times.
And you've been in our charity Benito Blast fishing tournament.
And I wasn't but I wasn't really paying attention to the rules. When you say biggest fish, that's by weight or by length?
By length.
By length.
Oh, good question. Yeah, I wouldn't have known the answer to that one either.
I always thought that was by weight, but I'll go with length. Okay, so longest fish wins.
Yeah. Okay.
I love it. Oh, my headphones went out on me. Give me just a second here to kind of
jiggle the wire around.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm jiggling wires. Let me give some love to the title sponsor, the law offices of Villafranco and Garcia. And again, this benefits the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County. If you wouldn't mind. Is this a call for Paul?
Yeah, he's got actually a pretty good question.
Okay, hang on. I got another question for you, Paul. It's Barry in Palm Beach Gardens. Welcome to Real Radio. What's your question for Paul, Barry?
Hey, Paulie. I want to know if there's anything you need, if there's anything the public can do to help out.
Well, we are certainly looking for sponsors. There's different levels of sponsorship there, anywhere from $5,000 all the way down. That would be the biggest beneficial to it. And also, if you have a boat, you can fish.
I bet there's information for you, Barry, at the website, which is bgcofslc.org. Again, Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County.org.
Mm-hmm. Correct. I'll go log on right now.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you.
A kid fishing ain't getting in trouble.
No, you're right.
Yeah, that's true.
Isn't that the truth? Thank you, Barry.
Right.
It's a great cause that you guys are doing. We've answered some questions, and I will say this: as we get a little bit closer to the tournament, Paul, what we're doing now is we're drumming up interest, and I know there's a bunch of people in the fishing community. I love being even a minor part of the fishing community. I love to fish. It's very near and dear to my heart. But I know that there are a mess of fishermen out there that love to take children fishing, especially maybe those that may be a little underprivileged, have never been on a boat, as Glenn mentioned, and just all in all looking for a great first time and that first memory of the big fish. Could you imagine if a kid won that big fish? You got bragging rights for life, dude.
I got $5,000, man.
You got bragging rights for the afterlife at that point. Paul, what a pleasure it was talking with you. I love getting the interest out there, the buzz created, and I look forward to speaking to you a couple more times as we get closer to the tournament.
All right, very good. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, Paul. You're doing a good thing, man, for the kids.
I thank you for your time, Paul, and good luck to you, my friend.
Thanks.
How about that?
Yeah.
Very cool.
It is very cool. Anything we can help drum up some business, some boats, and some kids for the Fishing for Futures tournament late August.
I remember going